Hi everyone, and welcome back to Box Homeschool. Today I'm just going to walk you through a day in the life of homeschool with my teenage daughter. Right now I am making her some tea. I picked up a couple options recently, a positive attitude and a immunity tea. So she wanted to give that a try. Just getting some breakfast out to start our day. My son slept in this morning and my daughter was out working on a voiceover for a project. And usually my oldest daughter is the first to rise out of all my kids. So as she was getting ready, I just sat down to do my own Bible study and go through some emails and get some work done before we started our day. The Bible study that I'm working through is called Christ in All of Scripture, and it's exactly what it says. It helps to point out how Christ is a part of all of Scripture and just highlights that and helps to annotate the word and go deeper. It's been really good. A lot of what she does is independent these days. We just do a few things together on a normal basis. My daughter is working through her Bible study. She's working on a study of Acts through a church, and they gave out these journals to everyone to do their study each week, and then on the weekend they'll preach through that portion of the scripture. My little rule for my kids is to complete their own personal Bible study first before they get into all their to-dos. It's something that I try to hold myself accountable to, and it's just a good practice to try to keep a discipline on. Here is a peek at her planner for today. It's Friday, and this is a custom planner from Plum Paper. And since we had this moment alone, we decided to get our one-on-one studies together. I'm reading through a new book with her called Virtuous, and it's going through all the different virtues. It's designed to be read for young women. We just finished another book called How Teens Win, all about goal setting and then working towards those goals. So this whole practice of reading one-on-one has been working really well for our family. My plan is to continue it with my son and my daughter, reading one-on-one with them, just dedicating that portion of the day to reading one-on-one together. The schedule I have right now is Monday, Wednesday, Friday with my daughter, and then Tuesday and Thursday with my son. It doesn't always happen depending on the day, how busy we are, but we will for sure get in at least one reading per week, if not more. I mix up the books. I always have something kind of ready on deck for the next read aloud, and my husband will meet with my son once a week to do their own discipleship time. Some of the benefits I've noticed from just reading one-on-one are open doors for communication and connection and discussion. It's a lot easier for me to initiate some of these topics while reading someone else's words. It's not always my own voice coming out as a lecture, but kind of just initiating these conversations through a book and then being able to discuss it in a safer way. I've been able to share some of my own personal stories that relates to the reading and then have time for her to share. It's just been a nice practice and a habit, something I'm committed to because I see the fruit from it. And the next resource we are using is a practical math curriculum. And this is something that I found late in the summer and have decided to go through with my daughter on Mondays and Fridays, since those are the days where she does not have an online class, which provides us with more time and opportunity to do these extra things. So just read through some of the points that I think might be a little hard for her to understand. And then there's activities within that she does on her own. And then I pass the book to her and she does the activities. Here's a peek into the book that we're reading aloud. And the table of contents, so you get a glimpse at some of the virtues that we'll be studying. And then here is that consumer math book. I like that it breaks down such practical things that she will encounter in life: income tax and starting your own business and saving and investing, and just very practical things that will come up soon for her. A lot of hands-on activities, research on the internet. We're going through this very slowly because we're only doing it twice a week, but I really appreciate how well done it is and that we're able to go through it together slowly, and then she completes activities on her own. So we're in no rush to complete this curriculum. I don't mind doing it over 2 years if needed. We're not using it for credit, but just for life skills.
This morning has so clear a light as any to see.
Now she's moving on to some government and econ reading. This is another thing that we started in the summer that is not for credit, but it is something that I want her to get a little head start on. She doesn't have that much reading this term, so I'm keeping this government econ course going strong because they usually include a lot of books, a lot of fun books and videos that are giving her exposure to the topic.
All that ever was is alright.
Then usually at this point is where she hops on her laptop and starts her independent work. So Fridays are typically her slower day. Monday is pretty insane where she is, I know not to bother her much. I know that she needs a lot of space to get a strong start to the week. And then by Friday, most of the assignments are done. She'll work on longer term projects and make sure she's turned in everything, logging into portals and making sure you have everything there that needs to be there. She often helps with meals. Today we just have some leftover pasta with chicken from the day before. And my kids have a very strong habit of having a book with them at lunch. Okay, just a quick update. I am going to take one of my kids to a piano lesson in person, and then my high schooler right now is working on English and just to look at other people's papers and give feedback and comments. So that's what she's working on now. It's a lighter school day. It's a Friday. It's nice. It's not like a Monday where there's so much on the to-do list and she's able to get some things done that normally she cannot get to. We just got back from my son's piano lesson and my daughter has been doing her chores, finishing up some schoolwork. She has a dance rehearsal later tonight, so we will be leaving soon for that. And it just worked out today where my youngest had a voiceover and was out for most of the day. And then my middle schooler had slept in today. He had a really light school day. He finished a math test and already got it back and did really, really well. He's going to be excited to see his grade. But he's leaving soon for our church's youth retreat, so that is always hard for me to say goodbye. I don't know why. However, he has a blast and gets really inspired from the different worship songs that they sing and the messages, and I love it for them. I hope just kind of getting a glimpse of my high schoolers' day in the life, kind of a lighter day of homeschool, was helpful in some way, just to give you an idea of what it would look like or what it could look like. If you have any questions at all about homeschooling high school, leave a comment down below and I will be sure to get back to you. And I will see you in the next video.
Today, it's a good